power m. Okay, before we start this problem, the most important concept is a to the power m will tend to 0 whenever a is a fraction and m is tending to infinite. Similarly, a to the power minus m is tending to 0 whenever a is greater than 1 and m is tending to infinity. These are the most important point which we'll be using in this question. Now, so limit x tending to 1 minus means x is a fraction, m tending to infinity. So x to the power m f of x plus hx plus 1 whole divided by 2x to the power m plus 3x plus 3. Just now we discussed. So this can again be written as limit m tending to infinity. So 1 minus h, where h tending to 0 whole to the power m f of 1 minus h plus h of 1 minus h, this h is different, plus 1 whole divided by 3 into 1 minus h to the power m plus 3 1 minus h plus 3. So what happens as this is the fraction? So you get h1 plus 1 by 3 plus 3 which is equal to 6 because x to the power n become 0. So this we got it as left hand limit. This is left hand limit. Now right hand limit, limit x tending to 1 plus m tending to infinity. What we do is we write f of x plus hx plus 1 into x to the power minus m whole divided by 2 plus 3x plus 3 into x to the power minus m. Just now we discussed a to the power m is tending to 0 when a is greater than 1 as 1 plus. So finally we get f of 1 by 2. This is right hand limit. So left hand limit must be equal to right hand limit. So h1 plus 1 by 6 is equal to, we can write this is equal to f of 1 by 2. So left hand limit, it is not 6. This is the left hand limit. So left hand limit is equal to right hand limit. From this what we get? We get a relation. What relation we get? F of 1 by 2 is equal to h1 plus 1. So from this we get h of 1 plus 1 is equal to 3 times of f of 1. This is 3 times of f of 1. Now we come to next theorem. What they gave? Value of the function. So value of the function we have to calculate now. So value of the function means f of 1. F of 1 they gave as limit x tending to 1, which you have to solve it, log base e to the power x, it is 2 by log base ex. If you observe very carefully, it is 1 to the power infinity form. Therefore, e to the power limit x tending to 1, 2 by log base ex. Okay, so this will give you log base e plus log base ex minus 1. So ultimately we get e square. We get log base ex will cancel. So what we got this one actually, this is g1, the value of the function. This is equal to g1. g1 is equal to e square, we got it. So from this what we get? F of 1 will become 2e square. F of 1 will become 2e square and h1 will become 6e square minus 1. These are the values, we'll get it. So what we have to find it out? We have to find it out 2g1, 2f1 minus h1. So we require 2g1, next 2g1 plus 2f1, 2f1 minus h1. So from this what we get? We get 2e square. Next one is plus 4e square. Next one is minus 6e square plus 1. So finally we get 1. So the value of the function g1, we calculate e square. We have calculated left hand limit and right hand limit. Only one limit is given to you. When extending to 1 minus means a fraction. So fraction to the power infinity will become 0. Only h1 plus 1 by 3 plus 3 will be left over. That is left hand limit. Similarly, what is right hand limit? So you divide by x to the power m. So what happens? X to the power minus m. So this becomes a fraction. So only f1 by 2 is left over, which is right hand limit. So for a function to be continuous, so left hand limit must be equal to right hand limit.